Today we're going to do a duo of chocolate mousses with a raspberry compote and a white chocolate and raspberry ripple ice cream. So we'll make the chocolate ice cream first. We have 190 ml of semi-skim milk, 190 ml of whipping cream, 90 grams of sugar, 80 grams of egg yolks and 75 grams of white chocolate. Here we have raspberry puree with glucose and sugar, 25 grams of each to 250 grams of puree, reduced down to a right jam texture. We're now making the emulsification. The cream and milk and eggs have been pasteurized at 85, 86, and now we're just poured it onto the chocolate and just melting it in. We'll now pass this. We now put this over a tray of ice and get it chilled right down very quickly to around about 5 degrees, if not below, 3 ideally, and then churn it. We have to do that within an hour. We're now going to do some caramelized hazelnuts. Warming a pan over a low to medium flame so you can control the caramelization. It's a dry caramel, so there's no water added. So we sprinkle some of the sugar in, put it, swirl it around. The sugar's starting to caramelize as it's melting. So we take it to a golden colour where it's just starting to smoke, and then put the hazelnuts in, take it off the heat, and then tipping it out, separating it out as best you can, just also leaving the nuts coated. This is the raspberry gel. It's puree been boiled with a touch of sugar, lemon juice and agar, and that's been simmered out for 5 minutes, poured into this pan, set in the fridge. It's been in the fridge for an hour. Now what I want to do is blitz it and take it to a gel consistency. Okay, we're now going to make another component for the dish. This is the hazelnut meringue. We've got 146 grams of egg whites, we've got 80 grams of sugar, 32 grams of ground almonds, 100 grams of ground hazelnuts, 20 grams of flour and 57 grams of icing sugar. So we'll start to make the meringue, whipping the whites on medium speed. Now that's been whipped to a nice smooth consistency, stiff. We're going to take half of it and start to fold it into the dry ingredients. That's now ready. Nice homogeneous mix. Now we'll place it in the oven at 170 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. There we have a nice firm silky meringue. We are making a flourless chocolate sponge, a chocolate biscuit, 60 grams of egg yolks, and then we have 37 grams of CP 777 Callebaut cocoa powder and the egg yolks in once the meringue is fully made. The next part of the process is to make the white chocolate mousse. What we're going to do is boil some cream, pour that onto the white chocolate, make an emulsification with that, dissolve the gelatin with the orange juice and add that to that. When it's at 35 degrees C, we'll add the whipped cream. The moulds we're using, the little mini sphere moulds. We'll fill those, freeze them so they're easy to handle for the next part of the process of the mousses. Okay, white chocolate mousse is ready to tip out. Out of the moulds, they're ready to go back into the freezer, ready for the completion or the building up of the mousse. Okay, the ice cream is about ready to add the raspberry concentrate to it. What I'm aiming to do is just give it a ripple effect right the way through, so it's not going to want a lot of churning. That is all I'm going to do with it, so it will set in the freezer and have the ripple effect. This is the flourless sponge, just about to come out of the oven. I will take them out and then let them rest for a few seconds, flip them over, just release the mat from them and let them cool. We're now at the stage where we can put the mousses together. We're cutting the bases out of the hazelnut meringue to go on the base, and then the inside we'll insert a little disc of the flourless sponge. We now take a white chocolate mousse, place it into the centre and press down, capping it with a little piece of the chocolate biscuit. To finish it off, we place a disc of the hazelnut meringue and then we pop them in the freezer to set. Okay, we're now going to demould the mousses and then glaze them. Now we can plate the dessert. So a little bit of raspberry compote, caramelized hazelnuts, some half raspberries, compote, just a couple of spots, and there we have the duo chocolate mousses with the raspberry compote, white chocolate and raspberry ripple ice cream.